game.
I think you run a bad in
10
one here as a
seconds
response.
remain.
I think you have
There
to.
I haven't seen it work on
5
anybody other than
seconds.
Hector.
It actually pairs up really good against anti-mage. You get the Manta and the Basher, and anti-mage actually has a very hard time fighting into the Abaddon. It is a possibility. I don't know what other... I mean, you could go for like an actual core matchup that, you know, might favor you, but Abaddon isn't a bad alternative depending on what heroes get banned out here. But yeah, you are right. It is a Hector special, and we don't really see many other people play it.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong. I'm excited if we do see it, but I'm not sure that's Arkosh is going to be able to pull it off. We'll see. It takes some very good team coordination, and Beast Coast, you know, they practically play their entire game around making sure Hector has a good game.
Okay, they ban out the PA. It should probably be... I'm starting to lean more towards Gremlo Leshrac, honestly.
All right. We'll see. Either way, Phantom Assassin's banned out. They're getting rid of Mars against them.
It's just too good, especially with Dark Willow, right?
Yeah, another anti-mage counter probably come out next year. What are you thinking?
Which one?
Another anti-mage. I didn't name any specific.
Oh, I was like, didn't you? Yeah, it has to be another anti-mage counter. Spectre's already removed.
Get rid of Ricky here.
5 seconds.
I'm about it, actually. That's not a bad ban. That's a really good ban here. Against anti-mage, Dark Willow, Earth Spirit, all these heroes that require, you know, their spells for mobility or survivability.
Ricky would actually be amazing pickup here for Arkosh, and that's something that people tend to forget about. Not me, because I'm casting with a Ricky, but
Yeah. My name is quite useful for that.
Mhm.
God, I love that hero. I wish he was, you know, not just very situationally good, and that's about it.
I saw him picked up a bit when I was casting Perfect World.
Yeah, China seems to favor him a little bit more. I mean, we see him here and there for sure. I see him in EU Dota as well, but he's too... I think he is too situational right now.
Well, we'll see. They're into the last of the reserve time. They ban out the Lifestealer, which I don't think you're really struggling to play against on anti-mage, but they're almost certain that it's not going to be Pause 1 Abaddon. We'll see. Either way, Team Brazil, they're out for blood this game. We saw the all chat coming out last game. We saw the chat in the lobby. These guys are heated.
10
Oh, yeah.
Arkosh
seconds
Gaming, they're
remain.
public enemy number 1 right now.
5 seconds remain.
Did you see what Kane Volpus said?
I did not. I don't have my chat
Just,
open.
just open the chat window real quick.
Money-making motherfuckers. Okay.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure he's talking to someone. Maybe he's talking to Greg.
It's possible. Who is Greg?
Greg, I think, is the keeper of the like
Radiant
like
must choose.
Arkosh players. Like he's kind of like their overlord, from what I've been told.
Dire's turn.
They see the Dark Overlord
Legion
Greg.
Commander.
They'll take your word for it. Legion is a last pick here.
This is
Not what I was expecting.
yeah, that's a little interesting.
That's a very bold move. I feel like you're going to struggle to do that much damage in this team fight at the start of the game. Legion Commander doesn't really come online fast enough. It doesn't pair well with the anti-mage. I mean, it could be used as a denial pick. That could be something that they were worried about there, given the fact that you can run.
You can't reflect it.
Yeah.
Or I guess you can reflect it, but it don't help.
It's going to do the same thing.
Yeah. So Arkosh Gaming, they have some time here to think about their pick. I'm kind of with you. I don't think the Rikamaru is that bad, but against Legion, it is not a very fun lane.
Do they have the drafting prowess to come up with a Rikamaru here? That's the question.
I don't know. Pale Horse, he seems kind of like a 2-head.
Oh, that one's not good,
Or a
right?
3-head? 3-head? 2-head? Yeah, I mean, they're both the same thing. Smaller brain.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, it's the opposite of a 5-head.
That's why the Magnus took so long to come out. We saw Slack losing it in the chat there.
Yeah. No, you have to pick something that can beat Legion and the Anti-Mage. You could maybe go for an Ursa here.
Ursa's playable.
It's just, it doesn't feel amazing.
No, it's fallen off a lot in this patch. You can go Battlefield Ursa. It could work.
Yo, hear me out, Io. Pick Io, run core Abaddon, and run Abaddon Io bottom lane.
Okay, I mean, we've seen that from 4 Zoomers. Not to very much success, mind you, but we have seen it. That was in Pro Series 3, I believe.
Well, they were running it as core Io. It was the difference. They were running it one position Io with a 5 Abaddon in the bottom lane.
Yeah. For content purposes, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Arkosh will come up with that one either. But the Abaddon is already a weird pick in this patch. I think things have already been fleshed out pretty hard. And if you want to dispel basically any hero other than Abaddon, is what you're going to pick. Oh my God, Ricky?
I mean, it has to be. There's no other hero. It's either Rikamaru or Ursa, and Rikamaru is not good against Legion. You have to pick the Ursa here.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you barely need me here. You got Ursa. I'm just surprised it's not going to be Canis Vulpes playing this Ursa.
Yeah. I mean, I think Pale Horse is the Ursa player on their team. Canis Vulpes, he's just too good on the Ember. They want to have him back in the mid lane against 40R's Earth Spirit. But the big issue here is Ursa is going into the Earth Spirit. I think every other hero he has no problem with, really. But the Earth Spirit could cause him some real problems.
I was talking about for role-playing purposes. I hear the guy's big on that.
Oh, yeah, he's a big furry.
Yeah. Spends times between games in online chat rooms and whatnot is the insider information I was told. I messaged a couple people yesterday trying to get dirt on these players.
So I still think I would have loved to see the IO here. I think the IO would have been the play. That'd have been interesting.
IO would have been interesting. Ursa, I'm not absolutely crazy about. I would have preferred to see Ricky, but there were issues with it against the Legion Commander, like you said. It was great against 4 of the heroes on Team Brasil, but not a great way to round it out once you saw the Legion Commander there. It's Grumlow Leshrac. Previous win 42-1-3 on...
Is that Lycan?
Yep.
That's a large number there.
Yep.
Prepare
Disgusting player, Gremlo.
So it is going to be Pale Horse and Abaddon in the safe lane, as expected. We're going to see Gremlo and Mirana being played by Crow in the off lane. Now, you do have the Split Earth set up into Arrow, which is a ton of damage. No hard save coming out in this lane. You do have the Legion as the game goes on, but
stealing candy from
not the easiest way to... I think that has to be the reasoning behind this Legion pickup, right? They are a little bit worried about the searing chains into Arrow, right?
Yeah, we didn't see that coming out last time, though, so
True.
I'm not sure it's going to be an issue this game.
Delacour boots first, running at Fuzzy Wuzzy. Did you know that Ursa's original name is Fuzzy Wuzzy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ursa, Fuzzy Wuzzy, Razor named
30
Gillette.
seconds and counting.
I think Stratophine Yapspis is a shout out to the player. There are a couple here. Axe is one of his names was Mongol Can't Touch This.
Yeah. I remember that.
The good old days.
Yep, the good old gays. So let's see here. In the Radiant Jungle Crow, we'll just connect an arrow onto KJ. He's just going to try and burn as much mana. And we're paused. I'm assuming he's just trying to harass, burn some mana so they can try and secure these runes here. Gremlo zoning out Costa Bile.
Crow, he's not going to be able to do much. I mean, he's committed his arrow with the start. He doesn't have boots, so KJ could actually just walk him down. Somebody on his... You're going to need somebody on Arkosh to be able to give him an assist here. Otherwise, he's going to get run down. Because Tabile could just hit him with the body blocks. Tabile? No body blocks?
Yeah.
A bit of a surprise to me.
All right. Well, is that 3 runes? Yeah, 3 runes going the way of Arkosh. Not a bad start for them.
Yeah. The third one picked up just now.
So we're going to see a repeat in the mid lane. Canis Vulpes versus 40R. Again, it does favor the the Earth Spirit a little bit, but you know, Canis Vulpes played it very well last time. So we'll see if he can do it again.
Once he's got the first couple of levels, 2 points into his Flame Guard, suddenly Earth Spirit not able to burst through it. Couldn't even trade with him.
Pale Horse taking some heavy harassment in the top lane, but Goat able to just miscoil him up as much as possible. A nice movement there through the brambles. That was nice.
They changed the tooltip on miscoil around. It says pierces spell immunity, allies yes, enemies no.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Me either. I wonder when they added that one. It might have been with some of the quality of life changes added when they had a dire tide to the game. They made some text changes as well.
Yeah, nice pull deny there from Thelacore. I think Abaddon is going to struggle at dealing with this Dark Willow because She just has boots and can just walk away from him. And until you have that Curse of Avernus, you don't have a lot of harassment. Undying fairly low in the bottom lane.
But Earth coming out from Gremlo, securing him a little bit more CS. He has just struggled to sit in the lane. I mean, it is going to go the way of... oh, anti-mage hit by the arrow and taking some harass there. It is going to go the way of Leshrac and Mirana. Leshrac, or anti-mage is going to struggle a little bit for the first couple of levels, but once you get a couple of points into your mana break, you can just hop on top of Gremlo, get the clicks off on him. It's going to do a lot of damage.
Trying to go back and forth between these lanes. No one really falling too low. First Blood's still available. Canis Vulpes this time ends up going 2 points in the Sleight of Fist as opposed to the Flame Guard, which we saw last time. So he changes his build up a little bit here. So far, it's going pretty well for him. They're about tied in CS as expected.
Well, it's not going so well for him.
Okay, well, Caster's Curse. Jerry doesn't actually catch First Blood. You know, he gets one every day. He'll take it in the last game of the day.
He's that signed off with demons, but it was actually Ricky the whole time. Power to curse.
That's barely all you need. He's gonna chase after him, but doesn't no more. No more Sleight of Fist. Does he get Bottle now coming out? Yes, he does. 40R feeling very happy now. That first Blood Gold, a lot of experience going his way. He'll be level 5 here after this creep wave. And you can be able to fight for these 4-minute power runes as well.
Yep. 40R ended up expending his entire career. No!
Wait. Oh, nice rolling boulder. He's going to keep it alive.
Okay.
He's going to take a lot of damage here. He needs to be careful. He has no bottle charges left. He's just going to try and fight this out. Knows he has the Fairy Fire. There's going to be the rolling boulder, the kick. Oh, Searing Chains in one. He's going to get a bottle as well. Sleight of Chains, or Sleight available. Oh my goodness. Canis just outplaying 40R here on this mid lane. He was forced to save his courier. Is that what happened?
Yep, he was. And the courier had a Ring of Health on it. If he had the Ring of Health, he would have regened like, I don't know, 100 to, or probably like 200 HP over the long duration of that fight. It could have been completely different. Or sorry, no, like his courier. Sorry, it was Anti-Mage's courier he was forced to save.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, okay. If Anti-Mage loses his courier there, his lane's over. Which, speaking of which, he's falling very low in the bottom lane right now to Gremlo. He's going to go ahead and pop that Edict, start doing some damage to this tower. He's chasing down KJ. He's just going to go under the tower potentially as well. This Edict, is it going to work? Is he going to get the Undying? He does. Gremlo. All right, maybe he gets dinner tonight.
Looking pretty good. I mean, most people don't go to 2 points in Diabolic Edict this early. They get a point in the Lightning Storm, but given the fact you're playing against the Anti-Mage, you don't want him to be able to deflect it with a counter spell. Also, don't really want to deal with the extra magic resistance he has, so do the physical to him.
Almost goes down top lane, but does have that Shadow Realm. They're going to turn their attention to King RD instead. Goat. He's going to have to back out of here. They have the Earth Shock to chase. Crow bottom lane takes down Costa Bile. They're going to keep chasing here top lane. Pale Horse, if he gets one more auto attack, it's going to pop under the tower. They manage to get the kill. Now King RD's chasing. Double kill for Pale Horse, and Goat survives. Oh, 3 big kills around the map. Gremlo waiting for his bottle. A Lamau comes out. Oh my god.
King RD, man, so good. Yeah, keep talking, Goat. That's all you're going to be able to do.
Well, Gremlo now topping off all of his health and mana with that bottle. Gets it refilled as well. They're going to chase down KJ, but misses the split earth there. Pops the Edict. Arrow available. They're going to do a little bit of damage back to the Undying. I mean, he has 3 points in Edict, but in comes 40R. Gets the Magnetize. Oh my goodness. Good night, Gremlo. 40R is going to keep chasing. He's got plenty of remnants to keep this going. He has a Rolling Boulder in one. We'll be able to chase down, connects onto Crow with the help of that decay. Double kill for 4DR. Really well played, but Canis Vulpes, the furry, is here. Arcane Rune was there for that Sleight of Fist, so it is going to be coming off in just a few seconds, but Costa Bile going to burn out all of that mana.
And then walk away afterwards.
He's just going to get his bottle refilled at least, though. Nice team communication there.
6-minute rune spawn, and Ember Spirit's not going to be in position for that one because he waited for the bottle to be refilled. So 40R actually grabs this one. Well, sits or comes back to mid lane. Theolacor is going to be forced to move away. He didn't even get much XP here, unfortunately. There's an observer ward here. Unfortunately, the economic damage is there. They dropped the sentry, got nothing from it.
You hate to see it.
You really do.
Canis Vulpes, no points in that Flame Guard, and honestly, I like this a lot. This Slight Chains, you need it to set up these arrows, and I think they realized last game they missed a huge momentum for them by not having that ability. Bottom lane, they're going to TP in 40R. Gremlo getting a little bit too aggressive here. Here comes the Boulder Swing, a nice two-man decay, and then be able to drop that Tombstone as well. Gremlo on the run, no spells left, just kicked on down. Slink on forward. Costa Vila is going to find that one. KJ chasing after Crow, but there is no hopes of getting this kill.
Couldn't kick him into the tower there on 40R. Had to bottle up first. I was wondering what the hesitation there was for at first. Top lane, King RD is struggling to exist in this lane. I mean, Ursa...
He's got duel.
Pretty well. Yeah, but he's not able to bring him down. The duel would just allow Ursa to gap that distance and blow him up pretty quickly with the 2 points in the Earth Shock and these Fury swipes here.
Oh, the Slight Chains, the arrow. There's going to be the rotation we want to see. Canis Vulpes finally connecting with Crow. Something that we missed the entirety of game number 1 here.
There is little hope for
These two probably should be a little bit tighter together. It was one of the mistakes that you pointed out in the last game.
Mid lane's going to be soaked by Crow here. He should be able to... I mean, he's not going to catapult the tower, or the... Wow. Arrow the catapult. You know, words are hard sometimes. It's been a long day.
this courier has been killed.
Top lane, Theolacor getting run down here by Ursa. He's just forced to pop a shot around.
Yeah, he's going to enrage it. Just force a TP out. Bottom lane, Costa Vila, Gremlo, they're all here. They're going to put a lot of damage into KJ. He's just dead. Canis Vulpes, he'll be able to dodge the boulder, but Gremlo, he's still got some... Oh my gosh, the Mana Void just melts both of them, and now Goat taken down to that Magnetize. No way out. Canis Vulpes, he does have a defense remnant somewhere. It's on the other side of the lane, so he can't really take that. Top lane, Crow takes... Or mid lane, I guess, Crow takes down Theolacor.
I think...
Spirit silenced up, takes a lot of damage, does have that sleight of fist, remnants across the lane. He's feeling pretty safe, does have bottles still.
Okay, raindrops are there, so not able to finish off Canis Vulpes. But that last team fight, I think that Gremlo managed to pop his stick before the Mana Void came off. It reduced the damage. I think it might have saved the Abaddon and reduced the damage on them overall, at least for a moment.
They finally take this tier 1 tower, as Gremlo has been trying very hard to do it. It's one of the things you talk about all the time with Leshrac, right? This hero offers tower push, and a lot of it. Moonlight Shadow bottom. I don't think the Radiant had any vision of this because Ursa backed out of the lane at the time, so they're pinging out 40R in mid. This would be a fantastic find if they can get him. He's under a sentry. They know he's here. He's going to go for the run. He gets it. Gremlo, a little bit too patient with that split earth.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's just looking to take this next tower here. Walks in. This is an absolute classic.
Yep, stand on the other side of the trees and what tower? I'm sorry, I don't see a tower there.
Canis ends up giving that one away. My God, rookie mistake.
They get the fort, so it's fine. 10-minute bounties are here. Mirana playing aggressively to secure one of them. Canis Vulpes gets an arcane rune as well. A lot of heroes top lane. Hillhorse, I think, dealing pretty okay. 3-point miscoil is sick. Slight Chains the arrow. It's gonna catch. It hits the anti-mage. Is the save gonna be there? It's gonna be saved for a moment. He dodges the miscoil. Costa Vila is out. You lose the Leshrac in the mid lane. Gremlo, not where you want to be. And now with this Tombstone on the high ground, there's no way to stop it. They gotta be very careful. King Ardea, a nice 2-man steering chain. Ooh, that damage coming in from that sleight of fist. All right, they will finally take down the Tombstone. That arcane rune, but putting in some heavy lifting here. Gonna be another Slight Chains onto King Ardea as they continue chasing Canis Vulpes. He will go ahead and purge himself with the press the attack. Jukes upward, but he is all by himself. That Ember Spirit is gonna be able to find him. There you go, baby. And this is the momentum I wanted to see out of Arkosh Gaming with this draft. I feel like they are very strong if they play together, but guess who's here? It's 40R, and my God, the damage is just so much. There's gonna be a steering chain, a great terrorize catching too, and Goat already used that the shield to keep them out. Pale Horse wants to turn around. What is this thing called? Aphotic Shield. Thank you. Gosh, my brain sometimes.
No worries. Borrowed time. The point was being held by Abaddon in the middle of that team fight. Smart play there by him. You know, if you hold on to the skill, that way you're able to pop it when you want instead of you activating automatically when you hit 400 HP threshold from hero damage.
Yeah.
They are forced back. That was a beautiful terrorize there by the Dark Willow, and I'm not surprised that Team Brazil value this Dark Willow so much.
Yeah, Dealercore's played it really well 2 games in a row now. Mid lane, they're looking for it. They're looking for King RD. Goat is here. They need the rest of the team as well. He used the press the attack. It's the go time. In comes Pale Horse. Kane is Vulpus. He misses the Searing Chains. He gets fogged. Oh my goodness. Too greedy from the Ember Spirit. He didn't want to use the Sleight of Fist. They're going to keep chasing though. They don't want to give this kill up. There's going to be the Sleight Chains, but guess what? He's out. He's able to move, and now 40R goes in. You're playing under a tombstone. Mirana has to leap onto the high ground to deal with it. Pale Horse doing what he can in this fight. A nice Searing Chains holding them in place with the Magnetize, doing some serious work. The Starstorm grabs them, and in comes Gremlo. He's able to finally pick them off. KJ, this Undying, he did some serious work, but they're going to be able to finish it off. King RD never falls despite the aggression. Ends up being a 2 for 2. Press the attack again to get out of those Searing Chains.
That goes to Bila. He's forced to play a little bit closer to his team than he would like because of the amount of aggression coming out here from Arkosh.
Dealercore is just dead, I'm pretty sure.
He
He does not survive that, yeah. Listrax all AoE damage. They're going to look for King RD, just chase him down, force to press the attack, but he gets him with the Split Earth. Double kill by Gremlo. In comes KJ. I don't think you want to be here, sir. You just needed to cancel that TP because they're just going to dive you under the tower. They do not care at all. Ooh, a little bit afraid Ghost of Belay is somewhat nearby.
Yeah, you do have to be worried about that Mana Void coming out from the anti-mage. All he has to do is hit the Leshrac 2 or 3 times and pop it onto him. Doesn't need any farm in order to deal with Gremlo here. In fact, it looks like that's what they're going to be doing here in just a moment. Dark Willow TP's in, Terrorize available, Bedlam available, and here comes the Legion Commander.
Yep, they're all ready to fight. They have dual set up potentially with Bedlam and Curse Crown, but of course Aphotic Shield. Pretty difficult for them to deal with. Gremlo's going to juke up north to sit under his tower, so he is fairly safe, and Goat going to be able to wrap around as well. He is somewhat here, Terrorize, being pump fake, but there's no point in using it quite yet. Gremlo's just going to turn around and run at them, and he doesn't care. Why not? 40R doing some work. There's the Terrorize, comes through, does catch 2 the duel. They get the Ember. That's the kill they want. He ends up using the Aphotic Shield on the Leshrac, and Ember dies in the process. Mana Void already committed. Can they chase here on the side of Arkosh game? I think it's a little bit too far as your Ursa's just bottom farming. Trying to get this Battle Fury online. Finally gets the money now.
Yeah, full 2 levels up on this anti-mage though. And, you know, this is the beauty of Arkosh's lineup and the aggression that they put on them. Anti-mage hasn't been able to farm this Battle Fury. We're 14 minutes in. He's still 700 gold off this Claymore.
I mean, he's 2,000 gold behind Pale Horse.
Yeah. It's a little bit rough for him. Ursa's going to be able to outfarm him with his own Battle Fury. Yes, AM has a little bit of the advantage, but...
Oh, a broom handle. I'll be happy to take that one. A little bit more armor. Top lane, what's going on here? A duel on Ember? Again, just gets dueled. Wasn't even a blink reveal. They just find him the roll out from Earth Spear. They're going to keep chasing for Goat. He does not have the point for Aphotic, or for the borrowed time. Double kill for KJ on the Undying. He's just soul rips that boy down. 4 points in soul rip, by the way.
Yeah. Abaddon's actually just been sitting at level 7 for the last, like, 4 minutes, I think. He ended up putting that last point into a Aphotic Shield just to reduce the cooldown of it and hasn't managed to find level 8 since.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit bad. Probably just noticing that now on Team Brazil, taking advantage of it. They can kill him again, would be great, but I'm sure he'll be able to get the last little bit of XP for level 8 before this next team fight.
This Ember Spirit's having a really rough time now, though. He has no real escape. He is going for the Desolator, and you're gonna need something like a Yule's or a BKB to deal with this, you know, Earth Spirit initiation into duel. Like, once you have Blink Dagger, you need a Lincoln's as well. I don't know what you can do on the Ember Spirit here.
Ember's really struggling. I mean, like you said, it gets a lot worse with the Blink Dagger. Once a Blade Mail comes up on King RD, I mean, Ursa's life is going to be a nightmare. You can't actually counter it out with an Aghanim Scepter either because you're not just disabled, you're also silenced for the duration of duel.
Yeah.
The taunt works in a very weird way.
It's like Black Hole. Black Hole isn't just a stun, it's also a silence.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, Gremlo found out by 40R. There's going to be the Yules into the arrow. They do Manta Dodge, but the Split Earth does end up catching him. But they're going to keep chasing Gremlo, protected by Moonlight Shadow. Thelicor's Dust does clip Gremlo, Terrorize on the mark as well. He'll be able to find the Leshrac here. He's going to do as much damage as he can in the process. Crow caught by a Cursed Crown. We'll go ahead and blink out, purged by that Aphotic Shield, and they will just back off, accept their loss.
Yeah. That's one of the beautiful things that you were talking about in the draft is Aphotic Shield against Cursed Crown.
Pale Horse just clapped Costa Bile in the mid lane. He just walks up. He's like, "Oh, hi. Goodbye to your health."
Yeah. KJ's gonna have to dig up another healing cell for him, at least give him a soul rip, man. Come on.
They're looking for the duel here onto Pale Horse. The Blink Dagger being delivered as we speak. This would be a massive find if they can get it. There's the duel. In comes through the core. The Bedlam. They have everything. Can go get in range. He cannot. They get the duel victory. Canis Volp is trying to turn it around. Legion Commander falling low, pops the drums. Remnants forward. They get him. Goat. Save him alive with that borrowed time there. KJ just doesn't care. Tanking up for an eternity. Costa Bile here. Going to try and close the gap. No mana left on Canis Volpus. Does have another slight fist there. Pops that wand. He's going to be fine. Double kill for the Furry. Now he's going to try and take down this Tombstone. Okay, Goat. Okay, Goat. Slight chains. He's going to turn around with the Bedlam. They actually just going to get Goat with this. A great bait, but the arrow coming on through. Can they get the Ember Spirit? Slide of Fist. One more second. Crow comes in. Starstorm. He gets the Remnants out, but Canis Volpus, he's stuck on the high ground. Crow's going to tank it. He's got another Flame Guard kick. Wait. The Flame Guard absorbed the kick. He did not expect that.
Oh, he could have dropped the remnant, but it just ended up saving him there. Oh no. At least manages to get Crow. Canis, you don't want to go back in on this.
No. That is a no-go zone. Bottom lane, though, look who you caught. Gremlo once again. Costa Bile goes in. Was that a duel victory by chance? It was.
40 damage now on Legion Commander.
Dude, I mean, he now has level 2 duel, so that just starts becoming so much better. The 20 damage per duel, quite a bit more.
Yeah. Oh my god, Thelicore, your HP!
He's dead. Yeah, double Remnants forward. That is a level 4 Slight Chains. He has that Blightstone as well. He's gonna be able to chase after the Undying. He soul rips himself. Doesn't really want to use Tombstone. You don't want to overcommit here on Canis Volpus. He is feeling very good right now, net worth wise. Does not want to lose that advantage.
Yeah. You may have already committed too far forward. 4DR's got your number. You've just used Slight. Your Remnants are still on cooldown. All right. He thinks better of it. Was waiting for the Legion Commander show up. Oh, here he is.
They got him again. Wait, he kicked him away from the duel. Canis Volpus might survive because of it, and the arrow comes out. King RD, he's trying to find something to soul rip into 4DR. Miscommunication there from Team Brazil.
A team in shambles. You had to have known the direction that King RD was going, and maybe you thought you had different positioning than that. My god.
I know. They're going to go into Roshan. Pale Horse, obviously, very good at dealing with this. Gremlo pops that Edict, the arrow as well. This thing is history. First Aegis going on over to the side of Arkosh Gaming. Pretty expected, though, right, when you have an Ursa lineup. Nice Shadow going mid. They find the Undying. Canis Volpus, he gets dueled once again. Goat is here, going to try and keep him alive as much as possible, but it just doesn't matter. He gets silenced up on the back end, unable to do anything. Mirana in the air. Goat running for his life. 2 heroes immediately dead, and now Goat going to get popped by the Mana Void. 3 more kills. This is just a huge communication thing. They get Aegis. Ursa immediately TP's bottom, and then the rest of Arkosh Gaming decide, hey, we should go fight.
Yeah. I mean, they see Ursa leave, and Team Brazil think, okay, great. Well, we'll go take a team fight at that point. If we know that Ursa's not going to be part of it, he's carrying the majority of the net worth on the team, sitting at 10,000 himself. Without him around, it's so easy to fight into them. Legion Commander has nothing to worry about at that point.
Yep. I mean, if you go for a duel against the and you don't get like the Ursa, and he can manage to get like an overpower off, he'll just crush right through the Legion Commander. He does enough damage at this point. You do have 60 duel damage now on this Legion as a result of that duel victory. Thelicore working towards his Yules. KJ just sitting. Oh, he's actually he's got Philosopher's Stone, so he's gonna get items this game for sure.
Yeah. Be able to get a couple things. It's I mean, the game wasn't good enough for Thelicore. He's got the Nether Shawl already, and just looking at all these neutral items, and you mentioned the Philosopher's Stone.
All right, Canis Vulpus really needs this Deso to start doing some serious damage. But again, Blink Duel comes out. They're looking for the Ember. Goat try to TP in, but it's not going to be in time. Another duel victory for King RD. Count them, baby. 80 damage now for this Legion, and it's just going to get worse.
Yeah, they need something to stem the bleeding. I mean, once this guy gets a blade mail, he can commit onto the Ursa without a care in the world.
They're just going to TP out. They're safe. No way to stop them.
Grumlow, he's running for KJ here. He's going to struggle to get him, though. This is not an easy kill.
I think with the Yule setup, the Edict, he should have it, but he's got to be careful. Nice rotation in from the Earth Spirit, but yeah, Boulder's going to cancel that. Gremlo trying to heal up, but it's not going to matter. The DD from this Earth Spirit, plus that 50... Dude, he's hitting for full, like 350 damage right now.
Yeah, 350, almost 400, as you were saying. The guy, he's pretty strong. But that's what I was talking about, just not being an easy kill. The guy's got 1300 HP. He could have popped Flesh Golem if he wanted to as well. He could have dropped the Tombstone and then Soul Rip himself afterwards, and he ended up dying for that one. You definitely are okay with that trade there, if you're KJ.
The spirit is true.
Shout out to King RD, man. He just knows what to do. He has spent the entire game chasing this Ember Spirit, and boy, what a Yules from Thelacor, making sure that this is another confirmed victory for King RD, up to 100 duel damage. I mean, the game is over for this Ember.
Yeah, he's just died again and again. He hasn't really had a game for the last couple of minutes now. I mean, again, he's doing great in the lane, but...
That was close. He almost managed to block that roll away, but... He gets the Desolator finally on the Ember, but like we said, he's gonna need a Lincoln's. There's just no way around it this game. He cannot afford to just be getting dueled, and honestly, if I'm Legion Commander, I build Halberd, and boy, she's already doing it. She's ahead of the game.
Yep. Anything to pop that, but you know, you have a decent amount of cast range on Undying, and like Soul Rip able to hit him so far away and break that Lincoln himself.
All right. Brasil know the game plan. Feed King RD. He's the new carry here. More and more damage coming his way.
I mean, Anti-Mage isn't anything to scoff at either. Once he has this Basher, he's going to be able to blow up the Ember Spirit and the Leshrac immediately.
Yeah. Bottom lane Ember's in. Slearing Chains holding 2, but there's no backup. Instead, Gremlo, as well as Goat, going to walk into KJ. Pale Horse trying to find something here, but it's not going to matter. Just gets Cursed Crowned. Ember Spirit chasing after the Undying. It looks like they're just going to sack this guy.
Yeah.
Not a good position to take the fight.
He's more than willing to give up his life, just walks in the direction of the enemy base, so they can't get anything else from that.
They're not going to go for the Tombstone on the high ground? I guess maybe they don't have vision, but finally expires.
40R.
No,
I wanted to mention him just going for a Basher right now, actually. Just BKB Basher on this Earth Spirit.
That's spicy, man. I'm about it. Ooh, Canis Vulpus looking for that Dark Willow. She does have a Yules to keep herself alive. He goes in, able to do Yules to dodge the arrow. The Aegis gets claimed, and another duel. Dude, these dives. This is such a mistake from Arkosh. They managed to catch the Ember Spirit once again, as he just goes all the way to the tier 2 tower with no help at all, and now Goat pops that borrow time, but he's not going to be able to do much with it. Kostube just going to start chaining him down, has the Mana Void if he wants, but should be able to find the auto attacks here to finish it off eventually.
Yep, well, let's see a Basher land. Oh my god, Goat is wasting so much at Kostube.
Dude, he actually lives? Okay. Well, that's pretty wild. Well, they're going to be able to find Gremlo, however. Does manage to get stunned by an arrow, but he's just stuck underneath this Tombstone. King RD is going to find the kill. 3 heroes now dead, once again for Arkosh, and Pale Horse is the only one having a good game now.
I mean, still sitting at the top of the net worth chart. I mean, him and Anti-Mage have been dancing around a little bit with it, but he's not going to be able to carry the game by himself.
Oh, nice purge. Oh, the bash, though. Can he get the kill? Absolutely not. Kostube able to pop that Manta. Get away just in time. A second bash there would have been absolute death. Well, it looks like they managed to find the Undying once again on Ember, though.
I feel like I got a case of deja vu. Didn't he just die over here?
Yeah, he did. You know who's having a great time, though? This Legion. He's just sitting on 140 duel damage. Dude, Crow just used all 3 leaps to try and get onto this Legion.
Horse is heading top on the deal with Theo Lacour, but he's getting the runaround right now. He hasn't been able to contribute to these fights last several minutes of the game. Horse, for all the money he has, he's sending himself out the Abyssal Blade right now, only 825 gold away from it. His team's making him smoke up. I think you want to wait for the Abyssal Blade first to be able to get the bash off onto Anti-Mage and blow him up.
I think they're looking for the Anti-Mage, but they don't see him. He's on the Ancient camp. The Radiant scan, they're just seeing if the smoke gank is coming, but look at where they're sitting on Brasil. They are waiting for someone to take this top lane, and it's not there. Anti-Mage, oh my god, is he going to blink right over? Oh, he blinks bottom. They see him. They're going to chase after. He does have the Manta. Steering Chains is there. We'll go ahead and immediately just jump up to the high ground. He's going to be safe. No follow-up there, but guess what, baby? King RD, he's in. He wants to find a duel, but doesn't overcommit as there's no backup.
Yeah. If you saw that he activated the counter spell immediately after Manta styling, the cooldown for his blink, so he actually wasn't able to drop the Yules onto him on Gremlin. It's a nice play there. It goes to Belay. Quickening Charm now found. I'll probably pass that. God, who did you give that to? Red Spirit?
Because they just blinked into the mid lane. He does have Manta. Snelled again. Let's blink on out. No problem at all. Pale Horse does have his level 20 for that Fury Swipes damage, but guess what? Anti-Mage level 21, so he has a blink cooldown. He's even slippier to find, and he's going to be able to farm that much faster. Dude, he's going Hyperstone on Earth Spirit. Woo! I love 40R, man. He's going to get that AC here anytime soon, and guess what? Top lane connects onto the stun. Ember Spirit. Chain stun down. Nowhere to go. They get the kill. You know, you thought Legion was your only issue. Turns out it's pretty much every hero.
Doing what they can. They managed to clear out the bottom lane. Craggy Coat now found by the Leshrac. It's not a bad find. They can put that on a number of the heroes here, but I think they'll just hold it on to him for now. He's not going for... What is he going for? This is... Oh my god, I hate Aeon Disc. I hate Gremlo. This guy is everything I hate in Dota.
And he has it completed. He also has a Craggy Coat, like you pointed out, so he is pretty tanky. Abyssal Blade completed on Anti-Mage. This is... I mean, now the Aeon Disc is pretty darn good.
It won't get blown up by the Anti-Mage immediately, but Aeon Disc, it stops you from having your HP drained, but it doesn't do anything that stops your mana. So, as you saw in the last fight, you know, when the borrowed time activated on Abaddon, Anti-Mage just kept slapping away on him there, just to burn all of his mana. I think the same thing is going to happen to Gremlo. All it's going to do is, it's going to mean he's going to sit at 0 mana on Leshrac, because he's reducing the damage from that mana burn, and he's going to blow up the rest of the team. He's going to be like a bomb.
King RD is so smart here. He actually could have gone for the Blink Initiation onto Gremlo, but he sees the Aeon Disc, and he's like, yeah, it's not my target. I'll wait for the Ember, and that's who I'm going to duel once again, you know. Canis Vulpes has died 8 times this game on the Ember Spirit. Roshan's respawning in 5 seconds. Question is, do they check it in time? Gremlo top lane all by himself. Aeon Disc gonna be able to give him some space, but oh, 40R goes right into the arrow, but Gremlo, that Aeon Disc has expired. They will go ahead and pop that mana void, does a decent chunk of damage. The duel comes out as well. Leshrac, the first to fall. Goat. Borrow time does basically nothing, and now Ember Spirit using all of his remnants to run the Abyssal Blade. Pale Horse just destroys that Dark Willow. A nice halberd, but an arrow tanked by the Legion. BKB comes out, they turn it around. They're going in. Coasted Belite needs to bail 40R as well if they can close the gap. Any bash? No, he gets the roll. Crow does have a Yules. BKB about to expire just in time, and they're going to surround this Earth Spirit. They get the kill. This is Roshan.
Opened up. Excellent timing here on this one. So it's Aids and Cheats going their way. Nothing Anti-Mage is going to be able to do to contest this one. All they can do is get back to jungle and start farming. Now going for this Linken's here. He sees the Abyssal Blade completed on Pale Horse.
Oh, 2 seconds from the borrowed time. He goes down. Aegis Cheese now on the Ursa, though. He has a Blink Dagger that he's queued up. Do you think Blink is the play here? I guess he just has to get to the back line or catch the Anti-Mage, right? The Blink Abyssal?
I mean, he doesn't even necessarily have to catch the Anti-Mage. He can catch anybody on the back line. He needs to be able to stop them from getting the favorable initiation on Team Brasil. So I do think the
Blink's pretty good.
It's a pretty good pickup, yeah. Mindbreaker now found. Make life even better.
Ooh, that is so good on the Ursa. 25 extra damage per auto attack, plus that bonus attack speed and that silence.
The Abyssal Blade makes it not as effective because a lot of time you get the first attack off, they're going to be stunned forward anyways, but any hits after that, you gap the distance with the Earth Shock, you gap the distance with the Blink Dagger, you silence them for a second and a half, then you Abyssal Blade them afterwards, so Blink Dagger even more useful because of that.
Yeah. The other thing that's nice, though, is just generally attack speed is very good on Ursa. I know you have overpower, but just getting those extra attacks off in the fights, that 25 attack speed does add up for sure. They smoke up in the mid lane, not going to be scouted by the ward. They draw the line to the top side. King RD underneath the tower. That backdoor protection going to save it, and they immediately fortify. They're looking for KJ. Do they have the Yules? They get the Abyssal in time. Very well played. There's going to be the split earth immediately brought down. Look at King RD hiding in the trees. He has no TP for 15 seconds, but Arkosh Gaming does not know that.
They're going to assume that this guy is long gone. He might try to split push the way.
Oh my lord. That is one sleight of fist to the Dark Willow right there. Oh, yeah, he has Enchanted Quiver. That is why. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of burst damage.
Plus 300. It's not bad. You see a lot of melee heroes that like picking it up.
Ursa's chasing after the boys. He's got the blink, looking for someone in the jungle, but he's not going to find him. Top lane, they're pinging out King RD. But there's no assistance here, no TP in. Gremlo's just going to leave.
They managed to... I think they just want to stall things out for the next couple of minutes here. Wait for the Aegis to expire here on Ursa. They don't want to deal with him twice.
Orb of Destruction. He's definitely going to have to think about that one. Whether or not I think Orb of Destruction is better because of the fact that he has the Abyssal, right?
Yeah, the fact that he has Abyssal, that one just less of a point. If you use the Abyssal as a distance gapper, then the Silence Effect isn't going to feel as good.
Fortification mid. Canis doesn't have a defensive remnant at the moment, but he's getting close to that BKB. Pale Horse going to walk in, start wailing on the tower. They will just go ahead and get their first tier. Is it first or second tier 2? Second tier 2 of the game. Pale Horse Blink is very scary now that I think about it. You can't actually be caught out at all in Brazil. You will die. Yeah, looking for Ember top. They go for the duel. They jump roll in immediately. A Yules is there. There's the Abyssal Blade. He's going to just beat down this Legion. He gets the duel victory, but he dies in the process. A beautiful Terrorize coming out. They get the Mirana. She's going to fall. A nice Aeon just keeping Leshrac alive, but it's only temporary as Costa Bile is just going to chase this Leshrac down. Backside of the fight. They're chasing for more. They find Goat on the Abaddon as well. It's going to be 4 for 1.
Once they get their hands on Goat, he's going to stay alive a little bit longer thanks to Photic Shield, thanks to borrowed time, but you're only borrowing the time. You end up going down here.
Yeah. Costa What? There he goes. Beyond Godlike Spree. Level 25 on the Anti-Mage now. Has, did he go the counters? He went Manic Void cooldown. I actually really like that. This game, mid lane, you're in a lot of trouble on the Earth. So he does have the Enrage, but he's going to get a second life here thanks to this Aegis. The question is, can he get the Blink out? Absolutely not. There's a Bramble. Everything on the mark. Good night, sir.
Isn't even able to get that Enrage off. He just dies immediately. Tower, this one's going to go down. They're going to probably push high ground after this. No Fortify available. Still on cooldown for another 2 minutes. Supposed to be like wasting no time, and he gets hit by an arrow. Very
nice. He has the Lincoln Sphere now as well. So you can't actually... Oh, he just blinks in super aggressive. Gets a first hit bash on the Canis Vulpes. They buy back on the Ursa. They need to get something here with this buyback. There's the Blink Abyssal. Going to clap the Undying as fast as possible. The question is, can you get more? Doesn't seem like it.
No, there's no more to get. I mean, the Undying's buyback is on cooldown, but you're happy to give KJ up. I mean, this has just been the name of the game. Every time they get caught out of position, they're more than happy to sacrifice KJ.
Core bottom lane using Bedlam to clear the tower. He also committed his Shadow Realm, but he gets the, just blinks for the TP out. Nicely done. Very smart on Core. I mean, he's just he is so difficult for them to catch. He has 7 deaths, but I feel like a lot of other players would have a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, his positioning has honestly been pretty amazing. His impact in both these games on Dark Willow. He's going for the Aeon Disc too. Man, I know these players are way better than me. I accept that on both these teams. I just hate this system, man.
He went Aeon Disc last game too. It's one of those things where like Dark Willow, if you manage to get on top of her, Aeon Disc is just so good at keeping her alive because you have Shadow Realm, you can go Blink, Yules, you have all these different survivability abilities.
is under
Yeah,
attack.
the Dispel. So, yeah, if you Abyssal Blade, if you Blink Abyssal the Dark Willow, Theolacor here, you're always going to have the Shadow Realm, and you're always going to survive for the 4 seconds afterwards. It's just not able to blow him up, I suppose. Like I said, I know an item like Aeon Disc needs to exist in the game. I just wish it gave you different stats.
Yeah. King RD has that halberd completed like we talked about a while ago, going for the BKB now. I mean, if you think about the Ursa, the Blink Abyssal, his only real target is the Undying at the moment. Everyone else feels pretty good because you have this Ghost Scepter and the BKB on Earth Spirit. Costabile has that Lincoln Spirit Theodore, that Aeon Disc being delivered as we speak.
Oh my god, he's going for E-Blade on his Spirit.
Yeah, I mean, I like it a lot. Why not?
I mean, it's the save for whoever Ursa tries to commit on, right?
Yeah.
And the guy's going for a Black King Bar right now, so by the time the E-Blade comes out, you're going to have...
Ooh, they might find Canis Vulpes. He's got to be very careful. Caught by a Yules, but in comes the BKBs on the backside. Ursa's just taking so much damage. Pops is enraged, but they still get the duel onto Ember Spirit. He still dies. Pale Horse surrounded by the entire team of Brazil. And they're going to lose Goat as well as he falls down to his death. GG is called. That is a dieback on your Ursa. Gremlo, nowhere to go, baby.
Yeah, he manages to survive the end of this game, but look at him flee as he fled from Team Secret's Team House. There's nothing he's able to do. Team Brazil, they take a 2-0 victory, and 40R, amazing mid-Earth Spirit, 2 games in a row.
Yeah, people said I was crazy last game when I thought I was going to be a mid-Earth Spirit. But you know what? Who's crazy now? Absolutely crushed it. 12, 3, and 17. Very fun game to watch. Yeah, not much else to say, man. There was a moment there, again, a moment where Arkosh looked good, where they looked like had a really good way to take this game, but it's just Ember Spirit can't do anything. He just got dueled like 4 times in a row in the mid game, died over and over and over. What do you do?
I mean, if you go to Graphs, check out this player net worth. You take a look at this Ember Spirit. I mean, there's these periods of times where his net worth isn't increasing at all. It just kind of flatlines.
Yeah.
No heart from this guy, no pulse.
I mean, he gets a little bit of gold here at the end when he got some nice like kill bounty. But yeah, I mean, the whole mid game, he basically is just on passive gold income.
Yeah.
That's about it. And that's just great play there by 4DR. Or I'm sorry, by King RD, constantly hunting him around the map, not letting him get away with it.
Yeah. So amazing play out of Team Brazil, defeating the enemies of the Americas Dota 2, the villains, if you would, Arkosh Gaming.
That's a good way to put it. You know what, Neph? We've been here quite a while today. We've casted lots and lots of Dota 2. 8 total games, 4 series. A lot of fun to watch, but we got a lot more Dota coming this way. It is going to be nonstop all the way until the 20th. It is the BTS Pro Series Season 4 brought to you by Monster Energy, our fantastic friends over there. Thank you so much for making the tournament possible and for keeping us energized all day long. Neph, any final shout outs before we call it a night?
I think you covered basically everything. Amazing job, Team Brazil, taking the series 2-0, continuing to impress. Interested in seeing how Theolacor is going to do with this team going forward, but looking pretty strong so far.
Yeah, I feel it, man. That's going to do it for us. We will see you all tomorrow, the exact same time for more BTS Americas. I don't remember. Let me check and see who we're starting out with. I remember it being a good series. Yeah, Sad Boys versus Arkosh. This is going to be a fun one. We're starting out tomorrow. Sad Boys versus Arkosh. The enemies of S, or the villains of SA, as Nev likes to put it, versus the 4 boomer stack, basically. So should be a great time. Make sure to come back tomorrow. We will see you all then. You have an absolutely wonderful night. Thank you all for watching.